evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Real Chat Daddy Show.
See, oh, there we are. Very good. I'm telling you, Leprechaun, something is controlling everything tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, we didn't know if we were going to make it on air or not. It is storming where both of us live here on the south side of Chicago. And we both had power outages briefly. And then I guess the Wi-Fi is now acting a little crazy, but we're here. We have a wonderful show planned for your viewing and listening pleasure this evening. It is Tuesday, October 11, 2022. It is definitely the bewitching season here in the Chicagoland area. Temperatures are dropping. It's raining. Leaves are turning. So I guess fall has officially set in. We have a lot to talk about and catch up with you since last week's show. Sitting in the co-host chair is my girl, my friend, my sister, the birthday girl. Are you still celebrating birthday girl, or now that it's Libra season, have you let it go?
It's Libra season. Let all Libras, congratulations to all Libras, celebrate their season. You know, when Virgo season hits, I celebrate Virgo season. So now Libra, and then suddenly after Libra season, it's the big season.
Oh yeah, it's the Scorpio season next. It is. So no, I'm excited about the upcoming Scorpio season this year. Things are going to be really great. They are. Well, Renee, you're looking well. You still have your vacation glow.
Yeah.
How's everything since the last time we were on the air?
You know, news keeps going. I know we're going to be talking about a lot of stuff, but no, things are fine. You know, this is my double nickel season, and so I'm going to during this double nickel season, I'm going to take advantage of every good thing that God has granted me, and even some of the not so good things. Take it as a lesson, so I can be a blessing.
Absolutely. I could not agree with you more. I've been telling people that within the last 6 months, I've had a spirit come over me that said, listen, bless as many people as you can, do as many things as you can to be a blessing to others, and watch things change for the better. And so that's exactly what I've been trying to do. I've been overlooking things. I've been letting things go. I've been in what I consider a season of gratefulness, that I am as old as I am and what I'll be turning very soon. And the fact that I, enjoy the life that I live and how good things have been for me, that I have no reason not to be thankful and to try to bless other people. And that's just been my mantra for the last 6 months now,
Amen. We about to go to church, y'all. If y'all didn't know, church is every day, not just on Sunday. So
no, it's not. But that's what my spirit has been saying to me for quite a while. So I don't know. All right. So since the last time you and I have seen each other, there has been so much going on. Today, one of my favorite Hollywood icons, the legendary Miss Angela Lansbury, passed away at the age of 96 years old. As you guys all know, she is known for the famed show Murder, She Wrote. She was the voice of Miss Potts in Beauty and the Beast. Angela Lansbury was an iconic Hollywood performer. And the funniest thing was she was a typecast actress. Because of her looks, they always put her in roles that made her seem older, wiser, like a mother, authoritarian figure. Matronly. Yes, very good. What are your thoughts of the late, great Angela Lansbury?
Well, I shared with you privately that she was the major spokesperson. A lot of people don't know this, for one of the largest domestic violence agencies in the state here in Illinois. Family Rescue. And before I go on, Art, thank you again for allowing me to be a guest on your show on Friday, Love Hurts, to commemorate and to bring awareness to domestic violence.
Yes.
Important. But Angela, and I remember having a conversation with the executive director for Family Rescue, and she said how much Angela was just so she wanted to make sure people knew about domestic violence. So for her to
Yes.
even give her time to
Right.
that just, I was like, wow. She lived a full life. She was 96.
Yes,
So,
she did. Yes, she did. And first of all, Kay Renee, I wanted to say thank you again. No, having you on the show Friday night, you were so incredible. Your testimony and your story of just your resilience, your tenacity to stay alive and survive. Even as I said to you Friday night on the show, I couldn't understand how you had been choked and beaten and threatened and called all kind of names and things, and you still persevered in the name of love. Where I look at it like this: you got one time to get out of pocket with me. One. Uno. You understand me?
Not dos, not tres. Once. I get it. And again, those are type of lessons that you can be a blessing to. I'm grateful as we were talking about Dame Angela Lansbury, because as I was,
yes,
she was
yes,
just a beautiful spirit. Loved her in Sweeney Todd. I mean, she not only did television, Broadway, movies, just a beautiful soul. And I'm sure, she lived a full life. And it just kind of reminds you that you've got to live your life. This past weekend, one of my dear cousins, her mom celebrated her 90th birthday on Saturday.
Wow, what a blessing. You know what I'm saying? To celebrate 90.
And what I had done, I had 90 pink roses delivered to her. And when I talked to my cousin, she said, Renee sent me these. I said, yes, because I will tell anyone, women in particular, we want our roses. Don't wait until you put me in the ground. Give me my roses now. And and then when I saw the photograph art, I felt my mom's presence saying, good job, baby girl.
Absolutely. You came from that type of stock, though. I was having a conversation with someone earlier today, and we were talking about that the young people of today don't come from what we came from. We came from grace, we came from mercy, we came from appreciation, we came from humbleness, and the young people of today, they don't come from that. They come from a very demanding, manipulative, entitled dog-eat-dog society. And really, that's not how we were raised. You understand me? And it speaks volumes on who we are.
Well, even if we tried to show those traits, because remember now, there are over 2,800 traits that every human being has. And so we all possess them at some form or another. So if we did try to possess those traits you mentioned, Big Mama, my dear, your mama, my mama, grandmama over here, across the street over here, they'd be looking at you, say, get the switch. And we're going to I'm going to show you better than I can tell you. So
absolutely.
Talk about that village. We've all had the village, and it's so important, especially now, to have that secure, supportive village.
Yes, but you know what? That village does not exist for us as African Americans anymore. Unfortunately, our village does not exist. For some reason, our village has been destroyed. Our village has been demoralized. I don't understand where things went so awry with our village. You know what I'm saying?
I think what has happened as our youngins have gotten older, some of the parents of those youngins, they want to give them everything. And you can't give your child everything. They have to sometimes work for it. And even when they work for it, be appreciative and be a little humble. Because sometimes you got to eat humble pie.
You know what?
Appreciate a little bit more.
A friend of mine's, he and I were talking one day, and I told him, I said, I want to have the most fabulous cafe and place where, people come and have drinks and enjoy themselves. And he said, Art, you need to name your place, Let Them Eat Crow. And I told him, I said, you know what? Amen. Amen. I think it's the most amazing name for some
I
place
like it.
that
I
I
love
own.
it.
Right. Some place that I would own. Let them eat crow. Absolutely. So I don't know. What do you think?
I love it. And I will definitely I'm have some sweet potato crow pie. How about that? I'll bake that.
Right. Have some crow, sugar. Have some crow. Absolutely. Well, I mean, and it is what it is. It really is. Well, our thoughts and prayers go out to the family of Angela Lansbury. We are so sorry about her passing. Truly an icon, a legend, just somebody that we all loved and adored. And for the young demographic that did not know who she was, I actually saw her in Sweeney Todd in New York.
Okay.
I had the privilege of seeing her in Sweeney Todd. So, so just incredible in many different ways. All right. Let's see what Marguerite has to say. She says, some young people still come from good home training. Some have a village still. But
point them out to me, Marguerite, because I don't see him.
Right. How about that?
Even though we're born in Illinois, we from Missouri. You got to show us. Show me.
The show me state.
Show me.
Yes. Okay. Right. All right. Well, let me talk. We talked about Angela Lansbury. As you guys all know, we're a health and wellness show, and every time we're on the air, we talk about the latest COVID-19 update numbers. Well, I'm not going to give you guys the COVID-19 update numbers anymore, as much as I want to share with you all things that you can do to keep yourself healthy, do the right things, all of the things you need to know about testing yourself at home and all of that. So recently, 6 people I know have tested positive for COVID-19. These 6 people, absolutely different lifestyles, different races, all of that, were feeling fine. The next thing you know, they were feeling a little weird. They were extremely tired. They maybe had a tickle in their throat. One of my dear friends, I text her and I said, hey, what have you been experiencing? How have you been feeling? All of that. And I'm going to read to you guys what she said. And this is from my friend's text. She would have been on the show with us tonight, but she wants to remain anonymous. People are not necessarily revealing that they're positive anymore. So I understood that. So she texts me, as soon as my very first symptoms developed, she started feeling a little bit tired. Like she was at work, like, man, boy, this is a long day. I'm really tired. She said she nodded off a couple of times. She said the next thing, when she woke up the next morning, she had a tickle in her throat. She said her smell was not as good as it should have been, that she had put on like her perfume or whatever. And she kept saying, am I out of perfume? Is something wrong? And she said that's what it was. Let me read what else she wrote here. She says, like many people, she said, I probably have COVID. She stayed home at that point. She took a COVID test. The at-home COVID test, the first one that she took, it came back with a negative result. The next morning, she got up and took another test. And here's the deal. The test that I've been taking, it says wait 24 hours before you take another test. Right. She took another test the next morning when she got up. It came out negative. She waited about 18 hours before she took the next test. It came up positive. So that's another thing. These at-home COVID tests may not be as accurate as most people think that they might be. You know what I'm saying? Again, you may not be putting enough drops on there. You're already nervous and worried. I know recently I took a COVID test and was like, okay, did I put enough drops? And then they want you to hold it and tape it. Right. And, so that's what the deal is. Now, here's what the deal is. COVID testing is the first line of defense against the virus. It is very effective. The CDC is saying that most of these COVID tests are like an at-home pregnancy test. And 9 times out of 10, when you take an at-home pregnancy test, it'll say yes or no. If it says yes, you then proceed to a doctor for a doctor to determine whether or not you are pregnant. Well, that's
Right.
what they're saying is the situation with most of these COVID tests. The most U.S. recommendations released in August have officials urging everyone to take an at-home COVID test not one time, but 2 times to make sure. And if you have enough available, take it a 3rd time, but make sure you distance out the time period, because you could you could possibly have COVID and not know it, and it does not show up until the 3rd test. What are you thinking, K. Renee?
I'd rather be safe than sorry. I will definitely take heed to that advice.
I agree as well too.
Mm-hmm.
The Food and Drug Administration had advised that 2 rapid antigen tests over a course of 2 or 3 days is what is able to rule whether or not the COVID is there in your body and in your system. Here's the deal. If you are found to be positive from COVID, the CDC recommends isolation for 5 days at the onset of symptoms. Then after that, they're asking that you wear a well-fitted mask 10 days after that. So 5 days of isolation if you do have any of these symptoms, and 10 days of wearing a mask after that. So what are you thinking? Because this is a lot. This is heavy to me.
Well, I mean, given what we are also in flu season, and so the CDC as well as the FDA, everyone is recommending people to get your flu shot along with your COVID booster. So, because a lot of people are going to catch the flu this year, I like the recommendations that you have to do. I mean, remember when we were in the thrust of the pandemic, we shut down. Folks were dying. So if you got to be isolated for 5 days, so be it.
Right. What we say on this show, K. Renee?
We're going to wear the mask of November 2025.
And when is November of 2025?
We made it up. We got to still talk to President Biden and Vice President Harris so we can have a
they've not invited us to the White House yet. We are upset. We're upset. Right. We need to get to the White House. We need to have November 2025 added to the cap. But here's the deal. So they're expecting it to be a huge uptick of COVID cases once winter hits. What do you think?
I believe it. So, you better, it's better now test it when you can. Definitely. See, people have been lax now. Look at you. I still got all my masks.
Wait. Okay, so during the height of the pandemic, because I am so fashion savvy, I like for everything to match. You do. I like to be cute. I don't care. Honey, I don't care how broke you are, you can still be cute. You understand me?
That's right.
So during the height of the pandemic, I bought me masks to match every outfit.
Every outfit. I know.
Every outfit. So I have no problem with putting myself back in mask. I am now in a public setting, and so I have no problem putting myself back in mask because I got so many fabulous masks that it's not even funny.
I understand. I got a lot of masks. Right. And it doesn't bother me a bit as long
as it don't. But I am having trouble breathing in them.
Yeah, but what would you rather have a little trouble now or a lot of trouble later?
Because I don't know. I tell people, I don't know if I done got fat or what it is, but I'm having the most horrible time in the mask now because I'll be like.
Now there are people who are recovering from COVID who have to rely on oxygen.
Yes.
You don't want to do that. So I'd rather suffer a little bit now than suffer a lot later.
Okay. All right. Well, with that being said, very good. All right. For those of you all that are just joining us, welcome to the Tuesday night edition of the Real Chat Daddy Show. I am your host, Chat Daddy. So glad to be with you guys on this beautiful Tuesday evening here in Chicagoland. We're experiencing the bewitching season. We have rain, temperatures are dropping, leaves are changing, but it is fall. So we're going with the program. Tonight, Kay, Renee, and I are talking about all the hot topic, gossip, entertainment, everything that has been going on since the last time we were on air. Just so you guys know, we're only on Tuesday nights now. Tuesday nights are the only nights that we're on. We look forward to bringing you everything you've missed since the last time you checked out the show, all that great stuff. If you've not done so yet, please go over to YouTube, like the Real Chat Daddy Show on YouTube, Facebook. Today, I found out we've had almost 18,000 views on the page.
Yay!
18,000 eyes have looked at our page on YouTube. Right. We need more people to like us, but that's very good. Thank you, guys. 18,000. Isn't that amazing? 18,000 people have looked at. God is good. Amen. Because this was some stuff that we was just, hey, let's do this.
Exactly. Uh-oh. It seems
let's get ready. It's so much to talk about, from Kim Kardashian to,
well, you know what today is? Actually, there are 2 days. Today is National Coming Out Day and National Face Your Fear Day. So which one you want to talk about first?
Well, okay, I want to talk about both of them. Okay, so today is National Coming Out Day. Let's talk about that first. What do you know about National Coming Out Day?
Well, for those individuals who want to express themselves differently, this is the day to do it. But to me, any day, once you're brave enough and have the courage to do so, and again, have that support. But to tag along with National Coming Out Day, Madge, better known as Madonna, over the weekend, she posted on TikTok a video saying if she missed this, she's gay. I thought that was the weirdest thing. Did you?
If she missed what? If she missed what?
She threw a napkin over her on the floor, and she said if she missed it, she's gay. I didn't get that. I
mean that I saw that, and here's the deal: Madonna is doing whatever Madonna can to stay relevant. Madonna at one point and will always be a gay icon. The LGBTQ plus community holds Madonna up there with Beyonce, RuPaul, all of the gay icons. Madonna is doing whatever she can to stay relevant, from the 23-year-old boyfriend to whatever she just did with this. I didn't understand it either, but I just figured Madonna is trying to stay relevant. We'll leave it at that.
Okay. All right. Well, but and here's the deal too, National Face Your Fear Day. I'm hoping, not to tag this story on, but my prayers go out to Nene Leakes.
Yes.
23-year-old Brent suffered a heart attack and a stroke. Now, I'm going to tell you, we don't have biological children, you and I, but can you imagine your child under the age of 30, under the age of 25, suffer a heart attack and a stroke?
Yes, I can. My thoughts and prayers go out to Nene Leakes. I hope her son has a speedy recovery. I was looking at her live on Instagram last night. She actually came on, addressed people, and said what happened. Her son has never used drugs. He does not drink alcohol. The doctors even thought that maybe he had COVID and did not know he had COVID. And his COVID was so severe that this was a result of it. I feel really bad for that young man, but you've got to realize a lot of our young people are under tremendous pressure.
I agree with
and
that.
he may have just been under so much tremendous pressure. We don't know if people were influencing him to do the wrong things. We just don't know. And so really, I just feel so bad for her and her son. 23 years old and a stroke and a heart attack. Unbelievable. What do you think about all of this?
Well, you remember our last year she lost her husband of over 20 years, Greg Leaks, to colon cancer. So of the two sons that she has another older son, Bryson, and then Brent, who was also Greg's son as well. So, and Nene is very fiercely protective of her children, of her boys.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Mm-hmm.
know she is going through something. And so
Right.
our heart and our prayers go out to her and Brent and the family. But that's
Mm-hmm.
kind of, I do know someone who had a stroke at the age of 15. So yeah.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not joking.
Wow.
And
Wow.
he's doing well now. He's, over 20 now, but strokes are nothing to play with. In my family, on my mom's side, it's prevalent. And so I have to be mindful as well, because my mom, she had several strokes. My nana had few. My great aunt had strokes. It's unfortunate that I don't want to say it's hereditary, but that's why I said too in my season.
Debbie Green was saying it's a lot with diet too.
Yes, because Brent is kind of husky, and we've all watched Brent grow up, like Bryson when Nene was a principal cast member of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So,
Right.
Hopefully this will be a wake-up call for him to get his health in order. Because if you have a stroke at that young age, something you're not doing.
Right. Something is not right. Something is not right. I couldn't agree with you more on that. You're absolutely right. Okay. Yes. Please keep Nene Leakes, her son, and the entire family in prayer. Her 23-year-old son suffered a stroke and a heart attack. We've not heard an update, but he is still alive, but just, going through it. All right, Kay Renee, what else do we have in gossip, news, and entertainment?
Well, guess who's trying to come out with a new song?
Who?
New music. Let's see if I can sing it. So let me see. I sing one of her songs.
And hey, you guys, forgive me. I've been running today so bad that I am enjoying a thing of olives. So that's what I'm trying to eat dinner while I'm doing the show tonight. You all, I'm eating olives. Yes.
Oh, what's the song? Smooth operator.
Wait a minute.
Smooth operator.
As in Sade?
Operator. Yes, baby. Yes. Miss Sade is going to be bringing us some new music. Hey, wait. According to Billboard, Sade has been recording some new music at the Miraval Studios in France. So y'all better get ready.
Listen.
I'm going to tell you, I love me some Sade. I happened to see Sade. The only time I saw Sade when she was playing at the United Center in Chicago. I was still married at the time. That was one gift that my ex gave me, which was cool. But
yes,
Sade was on point. So if she comes to Chicago, or you and I, we going out to see Miss Sade.
Okay, so I have the most amazing story to tell about seeing Sade. Okay. Sade was performing at the Eric Crown Theater, right? And so the promoter had invited me to come see Sade. And when I went to go cover the story to see Sade, right? This is early on in Sade's career. Mm-hmm. I get there, I check in. The lady at the thing says to me, hold on, the promoter is coming out to get everybody, right? Okay. So a part of the people who were there that the promoter knew that he had invited to come see Sade was the legendary Bishop Magic Wand, right? So I got to see Sade sitting with Bishop Magic Wand, and he had come with his friends, his guys, just, some of his dudes, like he came by or whatever, and they had on the big old fedoras, and, they was doing what they do. And I'll never forget when we all sat down to see Sade, we sitting in the front row to see her. And, people was trying to see around their hats and all this, that, and other thing. And I looked over and I said, you guys need to take your hats off. So everybody, and they all took their hats off and put them in their lap. That was the first time I ever saw Sade. And I fell in love with her she was dressed like a genie, and just her music, and yeah, just amazing. I love Sade.
So y'all get ready for Miss Sade, because when she comes, I cannot wait. As I said, I want Art and I will be going out to see Miss Sade when she comes to Chicago, because you know she coming to Chicago. So get ready for music. And you know, Sade does not put out music at all. I mean, her music, which I love, is so timeless.
Yes.
It doesn't matter what mood you're in, good,
but
bad, you can listen to Sade and you'll be all right.
I'm wondering if Sade's new music will reflect the times we're living in now.
I believe it will.
I do too. I really do. I'm looking forward to it. All right. Oh, you made me happy. Oh, yes, we are going to see Sade, darling.
Yes.
Well, all right. What else we got in the news tonight?
What's up with Kim Kardashian? It's bad enough we got to talk about. Well, we did talk about last week with her ex, Ye, whatever the hell his name is this week.
Yeezy,
whatever the hell
yes. Yes. And somebody told me he was actually born in Atlanta, raised in Chicago.
Well,
okay, right.
But I guess he really. I was listening to CNN last night with Laura Coates, and they were talking about Kanye, Yeezy. The fact that he's a provocateur, that he just likes attention. Wearing those sweatshirts, White Lives Matter, and just saying all kinds of stuff. But now his ex-wife, Kim Kardashian, needs to pay. She's paying extra security at her kid's school. What's up? What is going on with Kanye? I mean, every time I hear about Kanye, it's like Dr. Dondo. Can you come back some way just to smack him, just to say, boy, you need some help? What is wrong with him?
Okay, so here's the deal. I actually have been reading some things about the whole, people are saying, what would Dr. Donda think about Kanye right now? Kanye may have been a loose cannon when Dr. Donda was alive, but his loose cannon was his genius that made him who he was, and that his loose cannon now is so loose and out of control that but somebody said before Dr. Donda died, that could have been the situation.
Debbie, we all face stress. We don't go off the deep end. Hey, Baritone.
Hey, Baritone, we miss you.
I love your songs.
Yes.
Stress can make you go crazy, but not bat snit wild. And that's what
Right. Kanye gave it intelligent.
He's an intelligent brother. You don't make money the way he does and not be intelligent. But there's something off with Mr. Kanye. And I agree. Donda said, you know what? I'm out of here. She's no longer with us. And I know how much he loved his mother, which that's an endearing quality that I like to see in all men, to love your mom and respect your mom. Right. But he has truly, I don't know what to say. I saw him. He was with what's that boy's name? Elon Musk, he another one. They got some strangeness about him.
Well, look, I love Elon Musk for his money. Elon Musk, look, he trying to go to the moon. He trying to do things that I need to be doing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
but that Twitter, I don't mind him buying Twitter, but if you're going to buy Twitter, somebody needs to stay off of Twitter. He has his own platform. He don't need to be back on Twitter, if you know what I'm saying.
Debbie said we need to vote. She said we need to vote.
We are now 4 weeks? 4 weeks until Election Day?
November 8th.
So I know between now and then, we're going to be talking about what you need to do. We don't care who you vote for. I don't care who you vote for. Just do your civic duty. Because I don't want to hear nobody say, well, we didn't get this. And somebody is saying now, and it's on social media, Rovember is coming. Y'all get it? Rovember is coming.
Right. Mm-hmm. Watika said he was a loose cannon at Chicago State. Never hardly came to class, made the album College Dropout. That's what somebody told me. Somebody said, look, Nick Cannon was a loose. I mean, not Nick Cannon. Well, he a loose cannon too. He keeps shooting. He keeps shooting all that sperm. Right. Right. He keeps shooting all that sperm everywhere. That's all he doing. But when we come talking about Kanye West, somebody said he was a loose cannon a long time ago.
And that's bad because, Dr. Donda West was a professor at Chicago State. She was very known at Chicago State. So, she may have tried to help him and just kind of monitor him at a certain point. But once she left.
Okay, so now I'm going to say something to you that's interesting, and no offense, because I know you are the daughter of a former educator. But yes. I was always told that children of pastors, police officers or law enforcement officers, and educators and lawyers were the wildest, craziest children you ever want to meet, because they I mean, you know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? No disrespect, but let's see what you're gonna say about that.
That's right. The reason why my mother, bless her heart, she did everything she could to reel me
Pick
in.
O'Brien, y'all.
She did everything she could to reel me in. She knew.
Right.
My father knew. So they with them together, they're like, you gonna stay put as much as you can. So there's some truth to that. And again, I think this is so important to say. I've had a village throughout my whole childhood and my life, and I'm so grateful that I've had that village to keep me in line. Because if I didn't have that village, it'd be a whole different story.
Well, now I tell people my favorite song is by Dusty Springfield, Son of a Preacher Man. I have dealt with several sons of preacher men. And the funniest thing is every one of them sons of preacher men have been nutty as a fruitcake, but the sweetest things ever.
Same with daughters of pastor, PKs. We call preachers kids. They, because they feel, a lot of people feel that they are more protected when you're a daughter or a son of a pastor. Not necessarily.
Right, but I have dealt with the sons of several preacher men, I've dealt with the son of several prominent preacher men, and I was like, these some of the nuttiest MFs you ever want to meet. Debbie Green has a comment for me. Okay, so yes, Debbie. So no, this is actually olive brine. This is from olives. I've been eating olives. I'm on a diet, so I've been eating olives, and that's been my go-to lately on my diet. Yes.
Well, we're not gonna call it diet. It's a lifestyle change.
Yes. My oldest son had Professor West for English. She was very. Oh, I'm sure she was. I'm not
legendary at Chicago State.
Right. Yeah. I'm not taking anything away from Donda West, but here's the deal: you can be the mama of a crazy ass son.
Yes, Lord.
It happens. It happens.
Yes.
Right, it happens. Yes. Debbie Green says she saw Clyde. You know what, Debbie? We'll talk about Clyde later, because I saw it and thought, okay, it was okay as well.
Was it better? Was it better than Relentless or no?
No, Relentless was incredible.
Okay.
Yeah. Hell no. All right. What did Watika say? My ex baby daddy was a preacher's son. Oh yeah, I love sons of preacher men. I do, because guess what? You know better. You know better. You was taught better. You was told better. All of that. The reason why your ass is crazy is because you did not continue to do better.
Exactly. Because when you know better,
you do better. You do better. That's right. I'm the son of a man who went to church once a year, and you'd have thought he was the most godly man ever when he went to church once a year. Once a year, this man went to church. So it's how you portray yourself and what you do to be the person. All right, so here we go. Marguerite said there's no difference than anyone else, just held higher standards because of the parents. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yes. Right. Watika talking about he knew about, look,
that don't mean nothing.
Right. Right.
Dude, there are people out there
Right.
who call themselves Christian. They could be spewing the Bible, all biblical scriptures, and will curse you out, will act crazy. So I don't buy all that.
Look, some of the craziest people I ever met have been church people. And no
Thank you,
disrespect, no disrespect,
None.
no disrespect. I'm I like to work in the mortuary business. So I don't mean any disrespect whatsoever, but some of the craziest people I've ever met have been in the church business.
That's right.
Let's see. We got a comment here from James. Let's see what he says. To breathe better in your mask, place a little. Yep, you are absolutely right. You are absolutely right.
Yeah.
Thank you, James. I do that, but unfortunately, I put way too much peppermint oil, and every time I breathe, I'll be like, so I got to put a little bit less peppermint oil.
Just a pinch.
Just the pinch, as we say on this show. Yes, because look, I'm gonna be wearing my mask to work tomorrow. It's gonna match my outfit. That's absolutely. Right. All right, what else we got in news and entertainment?
Well, I was just out in California.
Yes, you were.
And this really saddens me. Los Angeles City Council, former Los Angeles City Council President Nuri Martinez, whatever the hell is, announced her resignation as president yesterday, y'all, because she made some racist comments about a council member's black son in a leaked audio recording of a conversation with other leaders. Now, before I go on, let me just say this, y'all. If you're going to make comments, you better make damn sure that you're by yourself, that you're not in a enclosed space, because you never know who's going to be videotaping, audio recording your stuff. And this, what really saddens me about this story, the fact that she's a Latina. So we're still celebrating National Hispanic Heritage Month, because it ends on the 15th.
That's right. Yes.
She made the comment in Spanish, calling this councilman's black son. The councilman and his partner are Caucasian, so they adopted a little black boy who is adorable. Called him a little monkey in Spanish, and thought that nobody was gonna catch that. Now,
so let me ask. Did she say it like, "Oh, he's the cutest little"?
No.
Oh, okay. Nope. I was hoping that she was like,
"Oh,
what a cute little jungle gym or a little jungle."
When you listen to the story, and they have you can hear the audio of Miss Martinez calling this little boy a monkey in Spanish. She immediately resigned. She don't need to resign as president. She needs to be resigned from the council. You do not say that. And we're in 2020. You're right, Debbie. It's really sad that there is racism between the races, whether you're black, Hispanic. We need to stop all that. We need to be unified. But I'm hoping that Martinez will never be even dog catcher. She needs to go.
It's so sad that here we are in 2022, and we have both been what I consider oppressed people. People who I know of the Mexican descent that I'm friends with, I don't have those type of issues. I have love, happiness, peace, because I remember when Mexicans had the same struggles we had as African Americans. Now, it may not have been historic, but I remember when it was financial. I remember when it was being able to get the opportunity.
Right.
I understand all of that. I am close to very few, quite a few Hispanic people, and I love and adore them. Wouldn't forsake my friendship with them for anything in the world. Mm-hmm. But it makes me wonder when people who have gone through a struggle would have the same negative response or just be so downright downtrodden. It hurts my heart to no end.
It just, again, what really made me mad is the fact that she's a woman. You know, women,
right.
we are all, it's bad enough we are oppressed, no matter what
Right.
color you are, but definitely if you black and brown, for you to even say that in the manner that she said, the tone, it was just it was racist, it was just ignorant. And now she wants to apologize. No, sweetie, you're apologizing because you got caught. And the people that she said it to, they condoned it. They should have said, you know what, that wasn't cool. See, now it's time, all of us. I don't care how old you are. I don't care what color you are. Right is right and wrong is wrong. If you see something, say something. And there's a way that you can express it without being mean, without being nasty, but just speaking your truth.
I couldn't agree with you more. Let's go back to some of the comments. Debbie Green said crab in the barrel syndrome. And yes, crab in the barrel syndrome is just not black folks. I've seen it in work settings. Yes. I've seen it in church settings. Yes. All of that. Right. Marguerite said amen to what is said. Watika says that let me see, what did she say? Let me get to her comment. She said Mona is monkey in Spanish. Well, whatever it is, it should have never been said. That's right. And let's see, what's our guess? She couldn't play the Howard Cosell.
Even now, if Howard Cosell was saying some stuff like that, folks be looking at him like he said, we'll probably tell him you need to retire and sit your butt down.
Sit your butt down. Absolutely. All right. What else we got in news tonight, my dear?
Well, it's been interesting September because, as you all know, what happened in September, that the world lost the queen that we all knew and adored. Well, King Charles, it's hard to say that, right? I'm used to saying Prince Charles.
Right. I almost want to tell him to be a queen. I almost want to say, look.
See, there you go.
I do. Today is National Coming Out Day. Today is National Coming Out Day. I want to tell him so bad. Listen, we know Camilla is a beard. We know she is. Go on and let your freak flag fly, Charles. Go on. You know you wanted to be queen. Your mama held that position till you was 73 years old. You've got to have some hormonal issues going on, Charles. You got to. Go ahead.
King Charles. They announced Buckingham Palace announced the date of his coronation. So it's all tied to his grandson's Archie's 4th birthday.
Oh.
So the coronation will be early than intended because a lot of people thought it would coincide with when Queen Elizabeth was coronated on June 2nd in 1953.
Right.
But apparently, the official date has been announced to March the 6th, 2023. The same day that his grandson Archie.
No, May the 6th.
Right, that's what I say.
You said March the 6th.
I'm sorry. Thank you, Chat Dad. That's why we correct each other. We look out for each other.
So listen,
May 6th, 2023,
which would have been my late mother's birthday.
Really?
So you know I'm going to London.
I know that's right.
I'm going to London. You know I'm going to London.
Be sure to see Janet while you're there, because y'all could, be sure to see Miss Janet while you're in London.
Wait, which Miss Janet Jackson?
Absolutely, she lives in London, honey.
Oh, I didn't know Janet lives in. You know what?
She's in
I
London.
saw her in the clubs over there recently. Oh,
she's in London.
Well, I'll let Janet know that I'm coming because I am coming. I am coming to the King's coronation.
You said it right the first time. You sure nothing else is in that brand?
Honey, this ain't number water. This water and brine. Water and brine is all I've had. I just said I'm coming to the King's coronation. That is my late mother's birthday. Right.
It will be March. I keep saying March. May 6th, 2023, which will coincide with Archie. And for those who don't know who Archie is.
So is Archie the Negroid?
The grandson and son of Duchess Meghan and Prince Harry.
He done embraced the Negroid child. He done look. You talking about starting your kingdom off in an amazing manner. You have embraced the Negroid child. Wow. Oh, okay. Look, as Marguerite said, God bless you all. Right. Yes, I agree. Yes.
And alongside with King Charles being coronated, not that sad piece, excuse me, Queen Camilla Consort will be crowned as well. I'm sorry that I didn't mean to say that. I apologize.
What did you say? I missed it.
I was going to call it a Queen sad piece, but I should.
That's okay. That's all right. That's all right.
That's not bad.
That's all right. That's all right. Let me make my reservations now so I can get myself to London, because it's gonna be a jolly good old time over in London. So
again, be sure to tell Janet I said hey, because I know you're gonna see Miss Janet while you're in London.
I will be in touch with Janet Jackson while I'm over in London. So she's living in London now.
She's living in London, yeah. When she posts her social media, she's in London.
Okay, very good.
Alexander McQueen fashion show. She in London.
Yes. Yes. So I thought she was just visiting London.
She got property in London. Janet can go anywhere she wants, but she's in
well,
London.
I mean, listen, when you were married to a very wealthy Arab man, we're going to be talking about divorce on my relationship show very soon.
Well, I'll be right there talking. I'll be right there with you.
Right.
And see, y'all, he don't have to ask me, because I'll be like, I'll be right there next to you.
Yes.
About divorce, not divorce.
Divorce. Yes. Okay. All right, darling. What else we got coming up?
Oh goodness, I think. Oh goodness. We talked about sports, and I'm glad to see the NFL and the NFL Players Association really up their protocol standards, because as all of you remember, the Miami quarterback who was hit very hard last week, and as he was trying to get up, his fingers were like this, and he was very queasy and just dizzy, and they wanted to put him back in the game. And football, I don't care what nobody says, it's a dangerous sport, y'all. You can die from getting a very rough hit, and the NFL really needs to take heed in some of these protocols for these players, because once they leave the game, that's when a lot of health issues can occur. I mean, I think about Walter Payton, Sweetness. I thought about Dave Duerson, who I met. Fine. Not fine, or fine.
Fine. Yes.
But I digress, y'all. I'm sorry.
That's all right. Look, when they fine, we have to be like that. We have to look when you get.
Thank you, Jesus. Fine. That's what I like.
Yes.
When I tell a man it's fine, thank you, Jesus. Fine. That was Dave.
Yes. Like, oh Lord, you is fine. You is fine.
Jesus.
Yes, anyway, you so fine. Did anybody ever tell you so fine?
No, I'm. You know what? If I ever meet a man that's gorgeous, I'm gonna say, "Do you know you thank you, Jesus, fine?" They be like, "What?" I bet the man be like, "Really? Oh, honey, yes, you thank you."
Yes, you thank you, Jesus, fine.
But anyway, with Dave Duerson and a lot of other, former NFL players. I mean, I remember when he died, he asked for his brain to be examined. And so the NFL really, like all these sports, you've got to have a tight concussion and protocol when it comes to these athletes. If they're injured, they don't need to be back in the game if there's something wrong. So I'm hoping that they will take this very seriously, because we can't have these players just dropping dead. That's not cool.
No, it's not. So go ahead, read that.
Well, James, thank you for letting us know about 45. It seems that the Supreme Court denied 45's appeal to not have the expert go through the top secret papers. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all think he gonna run again for office? If he is convicted, he is going. I don't know what's gonna happen to him, but I guarantee you this. He's the type of man, if he goes down, everybody go down.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. That's been his entire basis of who he is. You know what I'm saying? That man is not as wealthy as he is if it wasn't for an eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth type of situation. So yes, everybody gonna go down. If Donald Trump go down, baby,
everybody going down.
Do you understand me? They've been talking about the Great Recession. Honey, if Donald Trump go down, it's going to be the Great Recession, Depression, and Oppression, because he going to take everybody with him. He definitely is going to do that. Yes.
He is. Because, I mean, you know, the hearings are still, the January 6th hearings are still going on. You know, again, we talk about vote. It is more important now, ladies and gentlemen. You thought last year when we voted Biden in, is important. No. This is the midterms, y'all, especially in Georgia.
Let's talk about that real quick.
In Georgia with crazy Herschel Walker. So for those Georgians, y'all better get up, go to Gladys's, wherever your famous soul food restaurant, and go vote.
Right.
We need y'all, because whoever wins the Senate in Georgia controls the Senate. Do you hear me, Georgians? I got family in Georgia. Don't be going on no CP time. We need you to be on early people time, right people time. Go vote.
But Debbie Green brought up a great point. More black men are voting Republican.
And that's,
what is that about? Because girl, I am outdone. I am outdone with ABC 7's Charles Thomas and this commercial that is running here in Illinois right now, where he is talking about, you have not seen the commercial?
I have not. And I know we know Charles Thomas. Hello.
Darling, you need to actually see. It's a commercial running with Charles Thomas, ABC 7 and WVON's former radio personality, and he's talking about, I like the downstate farmer guy. I think baby, it's the most Uncle Tom ass commercial you've ever seen in
Charles
life.
Thomas,
retired veteran journalist, and he somebody told me he got $50,000 to do that. Uncle Tom.
Now, we were in a happy space. Now you put me in a different space.
Right. Look, here go Watika. Thomas said he trusts him. I need you to see that commercial. We may have to do a special show on this. We may have to do a special show because it's a mess. It's a mess. It's an honest to God mess. Yes.
I can't believe he would say that.
Yeah, absolutely. He sure is. You've not seen this commercial?
Maybe he's related to Clarence Thomas.
I'm starting to really believe all the damn Thomases is off their rocks. No disrespect to the good Thomases, but I'm starting to believe all of them.
He related to the other Thomas that was on the Supreme Court. Makes you wonder, don't it? I'm just you just really hurt my spirit by saying that.
Oh, you've not seen the commercial yet?
Not seen this commercial about Charles Thomas.
I'll send it to you.
Please do,
because let's wrap up tonight's show. Yeah, because I never in a million years, when Mays Jackson and Charles Thomas was on VON, I thought it was some foolery, deception, and BS to begin with, because I felt two birds of a feather flock together. I always thought that. I always thought it was bamboozle and hoodwink early in the morning, and that they both were on some crazy stuff. I always thought that. Yep.
Yeah, I need to see
Debbie
this commercial.
She said, focus on this election. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Here in Chicago, I know it's going to be starting in all the other wards very soon, because as soon as it comes around my ward, I will be voting. I've not missed an election, y'all. I've been voting since I was 18 and will continue to do so.
And here's the deal. Let me say this real quick. Let me say this very, very quickly. I know people have all types of opinions. People have their thoughts, matters, how they want to handle things, how they want to do things. But don't believe just because they look like you, they feel like you.
Amen.
Some of your own people are out to do you harm. You think that people that look like you, oh, kumbaya, we should all be one, we all doing good together. hell to the no.
No.
To the no.
That's
Because
right.
9 times out of 10, your own people will do you in before other people will. And I don't care what people gonna say about what I just said, but that's my thought about all of that. Look, drop the mic. Drop the mic. Drop the
One thing
mic.
about it that my mom always said, when man does you harm, know that God will do good.
Amen. Let's go to these last comments. Debbie Green said, Mark Wallace and Charles Thomas have a show. Okay, I'm gonna leave that where that's at. As we just got through saying, I'm gonna leave that where that's at. He drank the same Kool-Aid as the rest of them black Republicans. I believe it.
But you know, it's interesting. Historically, prior to Reconstruction, blacks have voted Republican. Democrat was the party that was not the best. So it's interesting that, you know, some African Americans will revert back to being a Republican. But
yes.
Oh, what about Jackson with water? I guess you're asking about the water. I've not heard anything.
Me neither. We'll have some more information next Tuesday on the show about that. Yeah. Watika said, know your enemies. All right, K. Renee, come on. Let's get this nugget of knowledge and let's wrap this show up. This has been a great show tonight. This has been an excellent show.
Yes.
Go right ahead, darling.
You know what today is, y'all? You know it's Tuesday. It's always Live Your Truth Tuesday. And here's the nugget. Take pride in how far you have come, and have faith in how far you can go. Again, it's Live Your Truth Tuesday. # be proud of your continued growth.
That is beautiful. For more information about my friend, please visit KarensNuggetsOfKnowledge.com. That's KarensNuggetsOfKnowledge.com. There you can find out all of her amazing information. She drops nuggets of wisdom each and every day. We love you guys so much. We're going to get our final comments tonight before we run off. Want to remind you guys that Friday nights at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, the show is entitled Love Hurts. Please check out Love Hurts whenever you guys get a chance. It's a wonderful show. It's not just about people who are being hurt in relationships. It's about your entire growth in relationships. This coming Friday night, we're going to talk about sex. So make sure you guys tune in to Love Hurts this coming Friday night. Facebook, YouTube, The Real Chat Daddy Show. The show starts at 9 p.m. Central. Isn't that wonderful? Did you have a good time on the show, K. Renee?
I did. It allowed me to, it was very cathartic. And so thank you again for allowing me to be part of the show with Miss Lisa Jenkins, the founder, creator of the Slip app.
Yes.
And, you know, I'm so proud of you. You are just continuing to expand your brand as you should. And so, you know, but the show that you do on Divorce, let a sister know.
Divorce, baby. Oh, I'm going to have some people on to talk about divorce. I have a couple of guys who have recently got divorced. I have, you know, it's a plethora of people that need to talk about what it means to be divorced. Because again, you leave your parents' home thinking love everlasting. You're thinking, I'm going to be in this forever. It does not work out. I mean, I look at somebody like you, K. Renee. You know, a lot of people have to go back to where they came from. And so I'm sure it's a lot of mixed emotions in that. You know what I'm saying? Are you in the room where you grew up in?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, but it's expanded since I grew up in, which is a good thing because this is my house now. I mean, you know.
Right. I get it. But I just couldn't even imagine me having to
talk about that. But, you know, the reason why I moved back was because my dad asked me, he said, you need to take care of your old man. I said, done.
Yes.
And I did that. And I had no problem doing that.
Yes.
So,
yes.
You know, again, when you are reared right, that's when God always blesses you in different ways that you don't even anticipate and expect.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I could not agree more. I don't know what happened to the house I grew up in. My sister kept me out of a lot of the final details. And, you know, I never did get closure on any of that. But no, I could never imagine having, you know, I wouldn't know. Would I went back? I don't know. But to go back to the house that you grew up in is really precious. And I applaud you for being that daughter to be there to help your dad in this time of need.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Absolutely.
absolutely. All right. Well, we've come to the end of yet another show. We appreciate you guys so much. We
Yeah.
hope you've enjoyed everything about tonight's show. Wait a minute. What if you read wrong?
And
Oh
that
boy,
means we got to talk
that's
about that. But I'm going to just say this. What if you were reared wrong? That means you need to get some help so you can be reared right. Because once you reach a certain age, it's about choice. See, when you're before 18 or 21, you have opportunities for people to help you. But once you reach that certain age, it's all about choice.
But now I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that age limit has pushed a little bit more. I think that age limit is about 25, 28 years old.
I agree with
And
that.
so we're going to talk about that. Actually, mental health expert Naya B, she's going to join us on two different shows. She's going to do the Tuesday night show and she's going to do the Wednesday night show. And we're going to talk about, because, you know, as we all know, my good friend that I love and adore, we've had a slight rift in our relationship. And the funniest thing is that I really think that slight rift came because my friend did not really know. I think it's a lot of naivete still. You and I had to get what we had to get at 18 and 21.
Yes.
Nowadays, a lot of these young people, they're still being coddled. They're still being babied. They're still not understanding that this is life. Yes. So we'll talk about all that. We really will. All right. For more information about yours truly, please visit therealchatdaddy.com, therealchatdaddy.com. That's where you can get all of my information. Don't forget, this coming Friday night, 9 p.m., please check out Love Hurts. Love Hurts can be found Facebook, YouTube, any place that my show is already streamed. You guys can go there and see the show. All right. K. Renee, in closing, anything else you want to say to these amazing people?
Y'all stay safe out there. Fall is here, but winter is coming. You know what to do. We don't have to tell you, but we will tell you. Wear that mask when you can. Wash your hands. Please wash your hands, especially now. And voting season is here, y'all. Do the right thing.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. All right, K. Renee, I love you so very much. Let's get some of this last minute feedback from these people. Yes, Debbie, it is 9 p.m. Central Time on Friday nights. 9 p.m. Central Time, right on Facebook. Just follow me.
Be talking about sex, y'all.
Right,
so you better get ready.
Right. Debbie Green says she ordered her some boots. Girl, look, I've been wearing all my good stuff. I have. It's that time of year. Thank you, Debbie Green. Thank you, Savas. Did I say that right? Yes. Marguerite, Watika. Thank you, James. Thank you. Let me see. Who else do we have here with us tonight? Oh, I can't get to the. Let me see if I can go up a little bit. Who else was here with us tonight? I didn't see our girl Candace. Did I? Yes, I did. Oh, wait, here it is. Let's go all the way back up. Watika. Let me see. Who else was here with us tonight? Marguerite, Baritone. Baritone, we gotta have you on the show to talk about your new fall song.
Yes.
We really appreciate you. Yes. Debbie Green says she also, let me see what else we got here. Let's talk about sex. Friday night. Yes. Oh, thank you, Debbie. She said we made her Tuesday night better. And good night. We appreciate you. We love you guys. We really do. Thank you guys so very much. All right. Friday night, 9 o'clock. Be on time. Don't be late, people. We're going to talk about sex Friday night. Okay.
Ready.
I know. Are you ready to talk about sex, K. Renee?
Oh, that you know a book I wrote, so yeah.
Oh, well, you know what? We might have to have you back on Friday night. You know what I'm saying? That's right.
You know what book I wrote?
I forgot. What advice would you give to people when the you know what don't work?
We gotta talk about that Friday night.
Well, I tell people stress will keep it from working too. Now, you know what I'm saying?
That right, but there are other
Right.
ways, honey.
Is it other ways, Hunter?
Hunter, there are other ways.
All right, therealchatdaddy.com, you guys, therealchatdaddy.com. She said there's other ways. I don't know what the should maybe you blow on it or suck on it or pat on it or I mean I don't
all of the above and then some.
Okay, darling. All right, we love you guys. We'll see you later. Have a wonderful night. Good night. Bye.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Real Chat Daddy Show.